But Professor, maybe just give us a little quick explanation of what anesthetics is and why it's so critical within the public health sector here in Namibia.
Well, you can't have an operation without an anaesthetist, anaesthetists are crucial for childbirth, safe delivery of mums having their babies. They're certainly crucial for trauma, and I've been hearing over the last year what a big problem trauma is, trauma management of sick people. I've been up in Rundu recently where there are, there are 2-year waiting lists for some operations. I've been to Oshakati during this last trip, and people are just not getting their operations done. And it's, to be honest, there are quite a few surgeons here in Namibia, but the lack of anaesthetists is really hampering the health of this nation.
So tell us, from the time that you came in, what has happened? Because I know this is about maybe your 3rd or 4th return to the country.
Yes.
So walk us through your time here.
Yes, well, this has been a very exciting trip for us because from the very beginning, the previous Deputy Minister of Health and now Dr. Hangura, the current Minister of Health, has promoted taking anaesthesia into outside Windhoek, into rural areas. So the very exciting thing is we flew into Windhoek and then we flew straight out to Rundu to deliver an intensive anaesthesia training course to medical officers from all over Namibia, but specifically from the Rundu, out to Katima, Caprivi, and then west again in the north of the country. So we've discovered that there are people practicing anaesthesia that just need training. They need a lot more training. We've discovered that some people practicing anaesthesia are, just because they've done a lot of it, they're reasonably good, but they need support and education. So actually it's still going on in Rundu. My team are still up there. And they're testing the students today and giving them their professional development points. We've covered basic anaesthesia, spinal anaesthesia, and specifically we're concentrating on anaesthesia for pregnant mums, which I believe is a very, very important part of what we can offer.
So it's interesting that you just framed it in this idea of professional development, but I think a lot of the times in many industries we forget to make it ongoing, continuous. And so have you struggled in maybe changing the perception of these qualified nurses or health workers rather in saying that you need to continuously develop yourself? Because I think once you're qualified you feel like this is the means to the ends and there's no need for further development. So maybe talk to a little bit about that in the health sector, why it's important to continuously develop your profession.
It's absolutely crucial. If anybody in a sparsely populated country like Namibia, a lot of healthcare workers, and I've met healthcare extension workers working in the periphery. We've been working in public health sector, and all of these people are working on their own, very often working on their own. So how can they keep their standards up? How can they know what the latest developments are? So part of this project, and as I say, we're moving into public health. We've got some public health professors with us at the moment. It's all about providing continuous education, making sure people are fit for their role and continue to be fit for their role. Because otherwise, I'm going to say it, you get lazy. You get lazy, you miss the latest developments, and you get a bit rusty. So a continuous program is something that we're going to introduce as part of this anaesthesia program, but as the Phoenix project, which is the greater project that we're hoping that we're working with the Ministry of Health and UNAM in, there will be continuous professional development of suitable curricula, and Cardiff University isn't a university that comes in, does something and walks away. We're in here for the long haul.
Okay.